welcome back subscribers and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion we're going to explore 3 abandoned houses or homesteads because they're quite large with a lot of acreage. We are in the Tarneet area of Victoria, and this area, I think everyone's probably aware that the suburban sprawl is heading this way. So there's a lot of larger homes that are being bought up for the land, and these are 3 homes that we're going to have a look at. So let's have a look. So today I've come out with the old Royal Enfield motorbike. Still serves me well, does everything it should do. It is a bit of a tractor, makes a lot of noise. Not the fastest thing on 2 wheels, but hey, it does everything I need it to do, and I'm quite content with it. And it's one of the easiest things you'll ever work on and service yourself. So this is the first home. Now this has 2 homes, I believe, on the property, and as you can see, once again, it's the local dumping ground. Now I'm not sure if it's the developer that allows this to occur, or the locals just think, well, you're going to scrap the whole area, so we're dumping our crap here too. So let's have a look. I have made my presence felt by yelling out if anyone's here. That's more to do with people with mental health issues, or people with substance abuse issues that unfortunately do come into these areas also to do whatever they do or try to recover. It also gives a heads up for people who are hiding from the law. So we'll have a look. A few interesting things that are being dumped. We've got a pretty good scooter here. Maybe the wheel's a bit buggered, but as you can see, it is a bit of a dumping ground. So at one stage this would have been a huge home. This would have been something substantial. Hopefully we'll be able to get the drone up so you'll see how the suburban sprawl has actually made its way here. Those that might know this street, whether or not you keep that to yourself is your business. I'm not going to give the street away, other than we're in the suburb of Tarneet. Yeah, everything's been destroyed. It's pointless even keeping this house, salvaging a house or anything like that. It's just one of those things as we, as a community and as a population grow. Wow, this must have been some home. This to me looks like a billiard room. Now, straight ahead, you probably can see what appears to be like an open bar. I don't know if you just saw that through the window, but there's the regional train that comes through. So yeah, this would have been the bar at some stage, I'm gathering. Maybe the kitchen, but I think we've already seen the kitchen. But I'm just going to go quickly through and let's see if we can second guess some of these things that we're looking at. Yeah, everything's been totally stripped. Even the roof tiles have been removed in certain areas. This does look like a bedroom, so I'd guess that that's somehow the wardrobe. Hanging clothes on that rod there. Master bedroom with the ensuite here. It's all been trashed. I'm just surprised that some of these I don't even know, architectural reclaiming companies that go around collecting like the old roof tiles and some of the floorboards aren't contacting these developers and sort of saying, look, we're in the business of that. So if you've got an older home and you want to match the roof tiles, for example, if you're doing an extension of some sort, I would have thought they'd be onto this sort of stuff. What do we got here? This looks like the major lounge suite. Maybe the TV was hanging up in that corner up there, not sure. Who's to say? Nice barbecue. Fireplace there. It's not a small home, it's quite a big home. Whether or not this area here was the kitchen, I'm going to suggest it most likely was. Trying to work out how many bedrooms this had. I can sort of see one that we've already seen with the ensuite, and maybe here's a few more. Okay, so we have to go to this location here. Once again, those that enjoy exploring, watch for nails, good boots on, all that sort of stuff. I think most people are aware of it. It's a bit just a shame that someone's gone absolutely ballistic here and just destroyed everything. So we'll guess and say bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, the shared toilet, laundry area, and bedroom number 3 down the back here. So a 4-bedroom home. Wow, so it's a big house, absolutely. But it is a shame that someone's gone absolutely nuts in here. Whether it was the number of people have just come through from time to time, or it's just one person that can't help himself. Okay, all good. Nothing special about this house. But it was a homestead because the land does go for some distance. So what we'll do, there is a house directly opposite this one, so it's like a back house. So we'll go and have a look at that next. So here you go, this is the back of the house. This is in the days when people used to have a satellite dish to get their TV from. I'm guessing these days it's all done on the internet, and the satellite dishes are obsolete, but not necessarily in some of these regional areas. I'm not 100% sure, but I think if you've got the internet coming to your home, that makes those dishes obsolete. So this is the other property I'm talking. This is at the rear of this house. As you can see, I'll just pan around. Tyres get dumped everywhere. And as I swing around to the right, there's the other homestead that we'll go have a look at. So it'll be 3 in total that we'll have a look at. Now, I'd say that this building here was well before the house was ever built. Now, I'm not sure if it was a house, shearer's sheds, I can't tell you, but it is made out of corrugated iron on the outside and also on the roof, but I'm going to guess and say some of that roofing is that asbestos stuff. Could be wrong. You can see where the metal roofing's been replaced, where they've probably had leaks in its time. And once again, these are truck tyres. These are big tyres that are being dumped here. So I'm not sure what the story is there. So here's an open slab of concrete. Whether or not maybe the guy who had the house was a mechanic of sorts and had his own fleet of trucks, or a truck or two, and that's why he's got all this stuff here. So we'll have a look at that building over there, but we'll come into this one first. This one looks quite inviting for some reason. There's something about this property that looks good. I don't think it's a chicken coop or anything like that, but we'll find out as we slowly go in. A work shed, maybe, not sure, but let's have a look. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh wow. Okay, so as you can see, it is on an angle. There's still a lot of stuff in here. Well, I don't think it's a workshop because I don't really see any hoists that one would use. Maybe the guy was into racing cars, stock cars, dirt track cars. No idea. But I'm just walking through and I'm looking down at all the rubbish, and I don't think someone would go out of their way and tuck it all in here. But that's me once again just surmising. I could be totally wrong, and trust me, I am quite a lot of times, but we'll do our homework and see what we can find out later. So yeah, a lot of stuff. Looks like they had people sleeping here, and there's a lot of bits and bobs around here. The guy was into shooting, we can see that. I don't know if you can see in the background. I'll see if I can zoom in for you. Some Browning rifle posters, as well as waterfowl poster. But boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. Not sure if it's at all valuable to anyone, but it is quite a lot of rubbish. And I'll just assume that the developers are going to dig a big hole and bury the lot. What have we got here? Cargo. I'm not even sure what kind of car that would be for. But it's definitely one of those cargo tray things on the back of a car, of a lift back maybe. Not sure. Some of the tyres appear to be quite good with a lot of tread. But then I understand you have to look at the date or the week and year of manufacture to see if they're any good or not, or can be recycled somehow. There are a number of photos of the family that lived here that have been dumped in this particular shed, and it was definitely a young chap with a young wife and a small child is what I see, but we don't need to highlight that, and we'll go have a look at those sheds there. This is just another angle of this first property with the two, well, I guess it's not really a house, that one. Even though it appears at the very back there might have been set up for some bedrooms. It looks like more of a workshop. And this looks like, well, this could be anyone's guess. Did they have a puppy farm? Puppy boarding? Not sure. Chickens, fowl? Not sure. This looks here like a bit more of a chicken area. So they might have had chooks. Not sure why they'd be individually petitioned away from each other. But it is what it is. So, yeah. There's hay in some of them. Oh, it could be chickens. Could be ducks. Not sure. But at least they were sticking their fingers in the pie of doing all sorts of little entrepreneurial businesses, which is quite interesting. I guess when you've got a large block of land like this, you can experiment with what you want to do to earn a bit of a quid. So there's the water tank. So I can surmise that they didn't have town water. Or they might have had town water, and this is just that what they collected off whatever was on this concrete slab. Yeah, see, someone's made an attempt to collect the capping of the roof, the terracotta tile capping. A lot of tyres, a lot of pieces of sofas. So there you go. If you'd paid someone to remove your rubbish and you're from the Farm Discovery trail, that must be a pet store or something, your stuff was dumped here. Yeah, a lot of car parts. We've got a yellow bumper. Might have come from a taxi. So nothing too exciting. Another angle of the house. So we've seen two now. A lot of mattresses being dumped. And we'll make our way to the second property. But yeah, it is surprising at the entrance to this section of the street where the developers are starting to create new roads, footpaths and all that. and subdivide the land, there is large signs saying that they've got CCTV cameras for people who are dumping and all that sort of stuff. I hope that they've been able to get some footage, because it really is a mess. Like just here, it's all high-vis gear. Some of it looks absolutely brand new, like not been worn at all. Toilet seats, the whole lot. Slides. TVs. Well, it is what it is. We'll move on to the next one. I'm going to leave my bike where it is, and then hopefully I'll be able to come back and get that drone up to give you a bird's eye view of how the suburban sprawl and how the developers are heading this way. And I'd guess within a couple of years, this should be pretty much a brand new residential estate. So I'm just standing between these three large properties. We've now discovered that it's really just two major properties and a large sort of shed that I'm looking and showing that's in the middle of the screen now. Now there is a train that's very nearby. I've already seen it pass twice. So if I can catch it, I'll get it on video as well. So this is the last abandoned, well, it's not really abandoned, it's just been bought and allowed to be vandalised and trashed before it gets demolished. So this property is a timber house as opposed to the one we just saw, which was a brick house. And this one seems to be a little bit in better condition. Someone's ripped out all the carpets, all carpets have been dumped here. This too has a number of sheds, maybe a man cave and something for the housewife or the wife of or the partner. Has a studio down there. We'll have a look. Could it be a hairdresser studio? I doubt it. We're a fair distance from any large community back in the day. Like now, it's just, if you're a good football kicker, probably about 10 to 15 good torpedo kicks will get you into the suburban part that's been developed here. So here we have a lovely veranda of sorts. Yeah. Once again, the vandals have been through. The taggers and graffitiists have been through. Yeah. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but way in the distance you can see the that suburban sprawl. And just here, it's very, very close. Just look around the corner here. The fuses have all been disconnected, so that's good. It's all been removed, so there's no risk of electrocution for anyone. Love the cactus. There you go. I don't know if you can see there. I'll try to zoom in a little bit, but just through there is suburbia. Okay, so we'll just step through this window because for whatever reason the door is totally jammed up. Once again, someone's gone a bit feral and destroyed everything. And here's your very large kitchen. Very much an open space. This is lovely. This would have been good back in the day. Nice big window for your kitchen. Tiled floor. Back veranda that's enclosed. Very nice. And it did have the internet at one stage. There you go. So that's interesting. They did have a dog of sorts. Let's jump down here. Just mind the glass. So they had a dog there. There is a slide for children, so they've had kids here, which is great. So the kids had somewhere to goof around. The old satellite dish. continue on. I try to keep it going without pausing all the time, so you get a basic idea of what I'm seeing as I'm seeing it. It's not stop and go type stuff. Once again, just tyres. What is it with tyres? We'll go to the left here. Look, I guess if you were working the land, having a large garage is important, because you would have had your tractor here and who knows what else, some machinery that you'd work on. And back in the day you would have been quite isolated in this area, as even today farmers are very much self-sufficient. So we'll go over here. Well, just imagine how busy it was back in the day. The missus screaming from the backyard, saying that dinner's on and to get yourself inside. Another shed. We'll have a look what the studio is. I'm just curious what the studio's all about. As I might have mentioned, it's normally the lady of the house that uses a word like studio. Oh, we've got something here. We've got like some sort of super duper comfortable chair. So what was going on in here? I have no idea. So is it for tattoos? Or could it have been used for tattoos? I guess it could have been. Is it a salon? Did she have like a hairdresser's setup? Don't know. No idea. No idea. It looks like something that you'd see in an older salon, but I do understand that people buy these sort of chairs to do tattooing and all that sort of stuff. So once you get more tyres, I'll have a look in here. And it's just a storage little spot. LTV. Pretty much destroyed. Well, I hope they got a lot of money for it and they were able to buy something that they really wanted elsewhere. And that's for both properties. And so it's interesting, they had something on here because it's got studio, it's got signs saying Dunnies. So the public did come here. They had some sort of business here of some sort. What it was, I don't know. We'll have a look in here. Once again, I know a lot of these rural areas that aren't exactly super far away from the CBD did do like adjustments for horses or people who had horses. Also, I do believe that they also were into like a doggy daycare or boarding kennels, I should say, for dogs, for people who went away on holidays, and also a cattery. So something went on. Look, there's a purpose-built, well not built, but you can see that there's clearly a track that leads you out the back here. And someone has made an attempt, who's got a bit of an artistic flair about him, to dress up some of these sheds. All right. I'm not going to go too much further. I will turn the camera off now. I'm just going to go a little bit further, see if there's something there. Maybe a motorcycle track where people would come and ride their motorbikes, pay a little fee and away they go. I'm not sure. But I'll just go to where those mounds are and see what all that's about. Well, this is just the boundary fence here where that mound is. I don't know if you can see the tops of the roofs directly in front of us. If I can zoom in and capture it, is where the CBD skyline is. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it would be right between Wow, the wind is pretty strong. In the middle of your screen now is where the CBD is. Now there is a train coming, so it gives you an idea of how close we are to the train tracks. Very silent. I cannot hear, you probably can't even pick up the sound of that train going past. It is a, what is it, electric diesel type train. Not a sound buzzing past. Okay, so I'll just jump in here with some of the information I found about these two properties. Now the first property with that back sort of extra house, shed, whatever it was, that got sold quite recently. It went to developers for sure, and you'll be shocked on the price for the land, because that's basically all the developers really want, how much they actually paid for it. And the second one, it was bought quite some time ago, and I'm talking more than 10 years. And also you'll be shocked on how little they actually paid for, like more than 3 times the amount of land. That's all at the very end. Press pause when you get to the 2 images, and the images and the information I got was from the real estate websites that that pop up on the internet. So I found that quite fascinating, and that information's at the very end. So here we are at the end of this little video. It wasn't all that exciting, but I was just curious. I am aware this area was being developed, and I do recall coming out here a couple of years ago, and I can tell you right now, less than 4 years ago, these properties here were still, people were living in them. They were raising kids here, and these two particular homesteads that we've just seen, I would say it hasn't been in the last couple of years since the developers have bought it and basically let it go. Having said that, they might have even bought it years even earlier than that and just rented them out until they got the town planners to change the code restrictions on what you can build out this way. So as you can see, the sky is getting very grey, and I really want to get this drone up just to give you a bit of a heads up how that suburban sprawl is sort of heading out to the west very quickly. See that car going past, there are still two homesteads further down that have still have people living there, and there's a business right down the very end, and there really isn't anything down here. Even the road itself has been neglected by, I guess, the council or whoever manages it. Whoops, just getting over some barbed wire and stuff. I didn't really get tripped up. So yeah, so look, there's other cars coming up and down as I'm here who are like sightseeing as well, so it's quite interesting. So just to end this video, once again, if you do like it, by all means click on the like button or that thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing doesn't cost you 1 cent, and it really helps out the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and have a great day.